Ooh,
Oh, shit. That foamed up good. Welcome to Nasty Asylum. This is Lunchbox.
I'm Fat Doug.
So what's been up, buddy?
I went to Baby Doctor today. Checking on that little fucker. Everything's going good. Progressing well. She's healthy. You know, I stopped doing ultrasounds as much, dude. Fucking trips me out. But other than that, hung out with the kids, work, kids, work. Reagan's still a dick. You know how that is. You really can't think of anything else. How's your days off, man?
I worked for a little bit yesterday. Went to a comic book store. Today, I was listening because I went to Red Wine and Brew to get the beer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a decent enough haul to listen to a podcast.
About 40 minutes drive
I listened
total.
to a good chunk.
Yeah.
It was Chris Jericho and Kevin Smith, and they were watching the Bad News Bears, and it was amazing. It's so
I
good.
have no desire.
It's so good.
I hate the Bad News Bears.
Fair.
And I hate Chris Jericho.
That's fair too.
I love Kevin Smith though.
One of the things, this is gonna be for me, but like the first 15, 20 minutes, there was like a 12-minute discussion they had about Degrassi.
God damn it.
Because Kevin Smith loves Degrassi. Chris Jericho grew up in Winnipeg. So for him, it was like a growing up cultural thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a damn good discussion, too.
About Degrassi?
Yeah.
All right. I'm so enthused.
I know that don't mean shit to anybody but me.
Fucking Jimmy in a wheelchair.
It was a good time.
All right, cool, man. That's dope. What you sipping on? You went to red wine, so
yes, I did.
What are you sipping on there, bud?
Oh, that's good. I likes it. So at Red Wine and Brew,
fuck me,
I
buddy.
picked up a 6-pack of. It's made by Jackie O's Pub and Brewery. It's called Firefly Amber. It is an amber ale. It's only like 4.5% alcohol, something like that.
Yeah.
Not much, but I mean it's got a good taste to it. It had a good head to it when I poured it in the glass.
Always love good head. Always. Big fan. I got a Taxman Brewing Company beer by the name of Exemption. Thank you for picking that up for me, bud.
Yep.
It's a Belgian-style triple ale brewed with spices. And I don't know how I feel about it right now. It is 8.5% alcohol, so it's going to get the goddamn job done.
Yeah, it is.
But the can's pretty dope. I appreciate the skull and the top hat. Real Alice Coopery. I do appreciate that. But yeah, it's an interesting flavor. I'm not much of a Belgian guy. I think, I'm trailer trash, so Natty's where I go. But I also kind of got us some Golden Roads while I was out. Pineapple carts. We're sipping on those on the side.
Yeah, and it's
the same people who made those mango ones we like so much. It's not that bad. It's pineapple cart this time. Pineapple wheat ale with blood orange and strawberry. Cans are very festive. I'm here for summer.
Very festive cans right now.
Very much. Also look like they could be just at a pride parade.
Yeah.
The whole time. Just so much color to it.
They
and it's the fruitiest of flavors. And with a zinger. So
we get these at Red Wine and Brew usually.
Dope place to be.
These different beers. They got a huge selection. It's like, what? Dude, what? There's like 5, 6, 7 aisles of beer coolers.
It's pretty dope.
They got your Gatorade cooler with, your after drinks, your before, whatever you want.
Or mix them together, dude.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Be crazy.
And then the whole other half of the store is wine.
Yeah. Which, if you're a wino, your dad went to heaven. We don't drink wine because we're not, distinguished gentlemen or women, for that matter, either.
It's a good place to go, though.
Yeah,
Highly
sure.
recommend it if you get the urge.
Boom. You want to walk into a quiz?
Let's do it.
Hey, people, no more BuzzFeed because their links are bullshit and I lose my quizzes every time. So I found a new place. It's called Quizly. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to open this link right here. Bangus. And if it loads, there we goddamn go. They're going to ask us this, okay? Ready? Direct a horror movie and we'll guess your exact age. Now, we're going to hit a medium and we're going to call it 32. That's where we're going to start at because I'm 28. You're 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
32 sounds good.
32 is fair. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're going to say.
That's what they need to hit.
They got to hit this shit. Boom. Pick a setting. A summer camp, a mansion, a hospital, an old, run-down motel. I'm a motel guy.
I like it.
All right,
I'm
let's
in.
go there. Next. Pick a decade. The 1980s, the 1970s, the 1950s, the 1960s.
I'm under the assumption we're making this now.
Yeah, so I'm here for either the 80s or 70s because I love cocaine.
I love the 70s.
But the 70s is good. And it feels like that's where, like, you know, horror movies would really be able to exist.
Yeah.
Kind of trickle down effect of serial killers later on in the years, you know what I mean? People got mad pussy. No one's a risk taker anymore. All right. Pick the main character. Dakota Fanning, Meryl Streep, Zac Efron, RDJ. Bro. RDJ. All fucking day. Oh, wait, there are more. Son of a bitch.
Who are the other two?
Oh, two dudes I don't give a fuck about. Tom Cruise and Kurt Russell.
Oh, they don't work.
Yeah. All
Kurt
right.
Russell, maybe.
Pick a phobia. Oh, fear. I'm not going to say all these fucking things. Coulrophobia is a fear of clowns. Hydrophobia, fear of water. Pedophilia, fear of dolls. Claustrophobia, fear of confined spaces. Fuck, dude.
So we got RDJ.
I don't want him fucking with clowns.
No.
Like claustrophobia, maybe?
I guess.
Because dolls are dumb. Chucky's the stupidest shit ever. Not really a big fan of that. Let's go with claustrophobia then.
Yeah, I'm in.
And it's a motel, pretty small rooms.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that works.
Work out.
Works.
Okay, pick a villain. Oh, I know who you're going to go with right the fuck now. Angelina Jolie, Jack Nicholson, Willem Dafoe, Tilda Swinton. Gotta go Dafoe.
Is there more?
No, that's all that loaded, dude.
Okay. Because there were 6 on the last one.
Yeah, there's only 4 on this one.
I mean, I would either Nicholson or Dafoe because they've got those faces.
I hate Jack Nicholson.
That's all right. We'll go Willem Dafoe.
I hate him. I don't know why. He doesn't even do anything wrong, except for anger management.
I'm just a fan.
And as good as it gets, he can fuck off with that too.
But if you're gonna pick a villain,
it's true.
He has that face.
I know. The Departed. Pick a creepy spot. My closet. At the end of the long hallway, in the bathroom, in the closet, in an attic. I think I'm gonna lean towards bathroom or closet.
Those were gonna be my picks.
Yeah. All right, well, flip a fucking coin, dude.
Bathroom, because you need some space.
There you go, and it's got the eagle claw tub in the picture, so I'm sold.
I like it.
Boom. Pick the first casualty. Best friend, pet, significant other, sibling. Well, you're at a motel right now.
So it's gotta be other or best friend.
I was gonna say it could be best friend, sibling, or significant other. I think that is more heartbreaking to kill a sibling or significant other, so they die later. Kill the best friend.
I like it.
Okay, kill that fucking guy. Boom, you're dead. In the movie we just made, you died right away. You're the first in a bathtub, surrounded by clowns. Who will win, the villain or the hero? The trope nowadays in horror movies is the villain always comes back or always kind of wins. So I would rather it just be a one-off and let the hero win and call it a day.
I would like to have a one-off story.
Yeah, let the hero win, call it a day.
Yeah.
And the hero's picture was that of Batman, so sorry. How will your background music sound? Pick a horror soundtrack. Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Psycho, or Jaws. Well, Jaws wasn't a horror movie, so no. Dude, Psycho, the Hitchcock one.
Which Halloween are they showing?
The Rob Zombie one.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's not the
Psycho.
Yeah, because the score for the original was good.
Yeah, it holds up, too.
Yeah. Which will be in the poster for the movie? Pick a creepy image. Alright, so we got a blood-stained wall. What looks like a tree of sorts. 2...
The twins from The Shining?
No, they're not the twins from The Shining, dude. They're Ultra Downy twins, bro. And a girl with her eyes bleeding.
Fuck. I'd say the bleeding wall or the eyes bleeding.
I would go with the bleeding wall on this one.
Yeah, let's do that.
Fuck me.
That was horrible.
Pick a film festival. Fuck. Toronto After Dark, Screamfest, Biff, Bifan. I don't know. The Brussels International Fantastic Film Festival is Biff, and the Bukian International Fantastic Film Festival is Bifan. I'm going Toronto After Dark. It's the only one that makes sense to me.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah, dude. Hey, go there. Alright. Pick the number of sequels. 0.
No sequels.
And we're going to see our results, bud. You ready?
Yep.
Remember, ladies and gents, 30 fucking 2. Are you, dude? Dude, I'm gonna fucking up. Oh, we're 48, bud.
No, we're not.
Yep, we're 48 years old.
That doesn't seem right.
It does not seem right at all. That's not even close to 32. That's not even close to 35. 13 years off. Old Omar jersey number away, dude.
Damn right.
Fucking not here for that. All right, well, thank you, Quisley, for not really, getting it right. That's cool. Bad guessers.
Dickheads.
Woo. So you want to look into the news, dude? What we got for news?
All right. So they canceled Swamp Thing. They're going to release the whole thing 1 week at a time. They're showing the whole season, but they're not getting another season.
Okay, so they did wrap the whole season.
Because they shot 10 episodes.
So I thought.
So they're going to put them all out.
Okay.
And rumor is the reason they're doing this is because they want to make a Swamp Thing movie.
That's not what I heard. But go ahead and read that out.
James Wan would be involved.
Good pull.
So it says, while the Swamp Thing series will be a one-and-done affair, Bloody Disgusting has confirmed there's a rumor at Warner Brothers and DC are thinking about bringing Swamp Thing to the big screen.
It works.
Like the series, the movie would rest comfortably in the horror genre, but instead of following up on what happened on the show, it would be a completely unconnected story.
Makes sense. I hate when shows get movies. It's stupid.
The Batman and Suicide Squad... unlike the upcoming movies, Batman, Suicide Squad, Swamp Thing isn't something that's officially on the production slate. It just seems there's a lot of internal chatter about it.
Well, it's a good property to pull, considering the X-Men New Mutants thing is going down. Kind of pulling like the horror, and like Spawn's coming out with Blumhouse, so like the horror movie genre of superheroes coming into play, and there's a market for it. And to get someone on board, I mean, James Wan knocked it out of the park with Aquaman already. However, he also started the Conjuring universe.
Yeah.
And so having that guy aboard to do a horror film with superheroes, I mean, yeah, I'm here for that. I think it's a good idea. Now, I don't know a lot about Swamp Thing. I know you love Neil Gaiman. And the other dude who wrote that.
Alan Moore.
Alan Moore, that's who I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't fucking know, guys.
Alan Moore wrote a really great run of Swamp Thing.
Yeah. So I know you're
Grant Morrison wrote a pretty good run of Swamp Thing. To make it a horror movie is the way to go.
Well,
and also, this opens you up for other characters you can do that with.
Yeah.
Zatanna, Constantine.
Well,
if you're not going to use the Keanu Reeves Constantine, you've got the dude from the TV show who's playing I love his Constantine. He's really good at it.
He looks, they modeled the new comics after his look.
Yeah.
So I think they're really in for him.
That works. So if you want to make a Constantine movie with him, I'm here for that. You've got a lot of Justice League dark characters that you can do this with. And you can make good suspenseful or horror movies with them. Yeah,
it's just the viability of the character, that's all. Is it going to speak to the audience? Can you sell us on the trailer? Can you sell us on the story? Yeah. And horror movies are a dime a dozen right now. So who's to say you can't make one about a superhero? And make it done well.
And James Wan's going to make it compelling.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I could see it going very well with him at the helm. So yeah, good shit, dude. Good shit. I can't wait to see the actual Swamp Thing. It got great reviews before it got canceled. Yeah. 2 episodes in, people were like, we love this show. It's great.
I heard it's great.
So I'm excited to see that as well. I got a story for you, bud.
What's up?
Danny Green, not the one you like.
Yeah, I know.
Coach of the Raptors. Says the NBA champs won't pay Trump a visit. And there's a reason I specifically picked this. One, because you have a hard-on for all things Canadian. I like dinosaurs. Okay? That's what I'm a fan of. And it's the one quote that he said that you're going to fucking love. It's Canadian as shit. Are you ready for this, bud?
I am in.
Toronto Raptors forward Danny Green shut down the idea that the 2019 NBA champs would pay a visit to the White House. I just don't think that we accept it, said Green during Yahoo's Inside the Green Room. I try to respect everybody in every field that they do, regardless of how many things they are, but he makes it really difficult. He makes it very, very tough to respect how he goes about things and how he does things. To put it politely, he continued, I think it's a hard no. So Canadian, hard no. And he said, to put it politely.
Just way to embrace the culture.
Yeah, just way to fucking sit there and just Letterkenny the shit out of it, dude. To put it politely, hard no. It's not much of a story, but I couldn't pass that up.
Dude, this is happening more.
Well, yeah, because traditionally, every champion championship team makes a visit to the White House. Now, a lot of people forget that the Patriots didn't go when Obama was in office either. So,
it's I mean, you get invited out of formality.
It's a stupid thing.
But it's kind of expected.
Well, attaching
a month after your championship, you go to the White House.
But attaching sports to fucking politics for who, for what? The president didn't help you get a goddamn championship.
No, I think it's
whether
just
or not
recognition.
Fucking, we recognize you're goddamn champions. You dribbled a ball better than everyone. You hit a buzzer beater.
Which, I don't like Golden State.
Ah, fuck.
And other than, like, my love of Canada, that made me happier than anything when Toronto won. Because...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
This is another reason the NBA bores me. Is all these super teams. And
I have an argument for this.
All arguments are valid. I just don't...
We need
I watched the Heat when LeBron went.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's fun to watch sometimes.
Listen,
but then you've got 5 teams that could win the championship and the rest of the league is just dog shit.
But before it was 1 team, and then it became 2 teams, and then it became 3 teams, and then it became 4 teams, because the caliber of talent is going up in the NBA significantly. The bench of some of these teams could compete handedly with championship teams from the 90s.
Yeah.
So the super team is not just a super team. It's becoming the norm. There's always going to be super teams. I mean, we had the fucking Bulls in the 90s. Everyone's like, ooh, no, da-da-da-da-da. No, super team for fucking sure. So, I don't know why you have to go to the fucking White House. And they're Canadian. What do you expect? They're going to fly away from fucking Canada to go eat goddamn McDonald's with Donald Trump? I don't give a fuck. Why do we take the college team? Tradition?
It's still the NBA.
Tradition can suck it, okay? Make new traditions. How about you go eat poutine and Donairs?
It's very much like...
And watch Degrassi with Kevin Smith. Let's do that.
It's very much like... it's becoming more the norm that...
Not go.
Half the team doesn't go, or the whole team just doesn't go.
I tell you this right now. As someone who played sports, if half the team win, I'd be pissed. It's either all of us or none of us.
Some people, I guess it's important. A lot of guys is like, nah. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to shake his hand. I don't want to be in the same room.
It's fine. And that's respectable. Like, you're not disrespecting the gentleman, like, tarnishing his name. Like, you're just a carrot-looking fuck. No one says that. No one says you look like the Hobgoblin. No one cares.
Who was it? Was it the...
There was a college team.
Yeah, and he fed them all, like, Taco Bell
McDonald's
and shit?
McDonald's.
It was, every fast food place.
Oh, well, fuck. I just know that, like, they had, like, Big Macs and shit.
I remember
and they were talking
about
cost spending. And then I was, like, thinking in my head, I'm like... I home cook meals for 6 of us, right? When you come over and we do the post show, it cost me what, $30? 6 people fed. Excuse me, with leftovers. I could not feed all 6 of us for $30 at McDonald's. It's not gonna fucking happen unless everyone gets a $1 meal thing. So it's more expensive for you to cater it from fast food, likely, than it would be for you to just fucking have a barbecue with the guys.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So you know what? I just wouldn't go. Take the sports out of politics because politics have nothing to do with it. Just like I don't know why we sing the national anthem. I understand it. It's tradition. I get it. But we do it at international events. Everybody's there. They're Canadians. Fuck you, dude. They're going to sit there and they're going to mainline maple syrup, wish they could play hockey, and use their extinct dinosaur mascot to hopefully get another fucking W.
By the way, I like that the Raptors got rid of the Barney-looking dinosaur.
Yeah.
It went with, like, the raptor claw holding the basketball. I like that better.
I prefer the dinosaur. Vince Carter, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking...
it has its roots, but...
Alright. Well, at least, hard no. Hard no.
I'm so glad he said hard no.
Hard no. And it's just like, to put it politely. Like, not to be impolite, but hard no.
The only way to make that better would be like...
If the dudes from Letterkenny said it. Like
that too, but like... he's like, to be polite. Hard no.
Yeah.
Let's go have a dart.
Yeah. Grab a dart there. So what do you got there, bud?
Alright, so like there's a lot of chatter about this new Matrix movie because the Wachowskis are in it.
Yeah, they're heavily involved.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say in it. Michael B. Jordan is headlined. He's expected to be like the big... I don't know if they're going to name him Neo or anything, but he's expected to be the main character.
Okay, I've heard talk before that Michael B. Jordan was anticipated to play a young Morpheus as a prequel. They're going to do a young Morpheus, was possibly what it is. I would prefer that they not do a prequel because it's fucking 12 years too late for even a sequel, in my opinion, but who cares? You got Michael B. Jordan.
It is, according to a new rumor, he and Lana Wachowski is reportedly on board to direct.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks ago, John Wick 3 director Chad Stahelski said both Wachowskis are on board for Matrix 4.
Hey, bro, real fast.
Yeah.
How many Polacks does it take to make a Matrix movie? Apparently 3. Me.
It's possibly a reboot, but this article also says The Matrix 4.
I don't know.
So, like, there's a lot of weird shit going on with this, with what they're doing. The rumors that they're going to start shooting in Chicago in the near future.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Chi-Town. You can ask Jussie Smollett to come help. If he's not being attacked by white supremacists, allegedly.
They said Keanu Reeves has expressed interest in returning, but only if the Wachowskis are on board. There's no talk of
plot or
what direction
synopsis,
it's going,
yeah.
plot, none of that.
Well, okay, kind of, as a fourth, you shouldn't have Keanu Reeves in it at all, because he's dead. Because he wasn't the one. There's been 100 of them. It's happened all the time. The one was always Agent Smith. You guys don't believe me? Watch the goddamn movie. Again. So, making Agent Smith the one, letting the bad guy win, essentially, that opens leans towards the fact that it'd be a sequel, rather. It's either sequel or prequel.
Yeah.
So, that's the only way you could go. And I would assume that Michael B. Jordan may take up the helm of fighting Agent Smith in the real world.
I like it.
And maybe trying to get back into the Matrix to redo some shit. I have no idea how that would go. But you put Michael B. Jordan in anything, I'm probably going to watch it. I have no fucking qualms with that man playing any role ever. Way. Yeah, dude, from The Wire. Came a long way from that shit. And that movie Chronicle.
He was good in The Wire.
Well, I mean,
when he was in Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah, dude, he played that quarterback. I liked it. When
he was good. That show, like, ebbed and flowed. And, like,
well, yeah, dude, once he got demoted to the fucking shitty school, it's like 50-50. Once Matt Saracen became an alcoholic and knocked up his nanny or whatever the fuck, I was kind of out. Shout out to Riggs, though. Timothy Riggins. I used to work out the same way, bud. 12-pack and benching. That's it. Fuck legs. But, yeah, I like the direction it could go with. Michael B. Jordan, he can do anything. He's a great actor. He did Fruitvale Station, which is good, so you see dramatic. He's done comedy. He's done superhero. He's done action. He can do it all.
For as shitty as I heard that Fantastic Four was, I heard
he's the best part. Well, look at the other fucking cast. It's just kind of awful. Awful. And the fact that they don't do shit until the last 20 minutes of the fucking movie. God bless it, dude.
Still haven't seen it because I refuse.
I only watched the last 20 minutes because that's what they said was important. And how do you have a character like Doctor Doom and fuck up? I'm super curious.
That's why all this like dealing with Marvel should have happened a long time ago. Because people are shitting on your characters, you're obviously not doing them right.
Oh, for sure, dude.
But then you got a whole nother sector making the same brand of characters, and everybody loves them. Mm-hmm. They go, that's the one from the comic book.
Yeah. And the fact that the Fantastic Four, let's be completely honest, you have one character that looks like a walking turd. Literally. Looks like a walking turd. The Thing is a stupid fucking creature. It's dumb. You're a hard-on. That's all you are. You're a rock. Okay? And then you got one dude who stretches a lot. Hey, Rubber Band Banks, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry. An Invisible Girl? Oops. Fucking flame on. Yeah, sweet catchphrase.
Invisible Girl is just like you find the... I don't think they did it for the other one because I barely know who Kate Mara is.
She was in American Horror Story, I believe.
Yeah. She was good in that.
I mean, whatever.
But,
she was a slut, but
like...
it's easy to play that.
It used to be like... When these movies first started, it was like you find the girl of the minute. to
well,
play.
yeah, of course. You find that
But now they're actually finding.
Well, stars are going away. We don't have stars anymore. That's why everyone talks about Keanu Reeves every 5 fucking minutes.
I feel like that's why Jessica Alba was Invisible Girl.
Oh yeah, it wasn't for her acting chops. I can assure you.
It wasn't good.
And the last time I saw the dude who played Mr. Fantastic, is that his name, right? Yeah, Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last time I saw that guy, he was in Horrible Bosses. And he was the guy they hired to do wet work and urinate on them because they fucked up. Yeah, that's the last time I saw that dude do a goddamn movie. I forgot all about that. Michael Chiklis, he got fucked. He's on a TV show I heard that does well. Modern Family, I believe.
Was it Modern Family?
Something like that. I don't fucking know. I don't watch that ABC shit.
I know he was in American Horror Story for a minute.
Yeah, he was. He was a strongman. Psychopath.
Gay strongman.
Gay. Hilarious. Hilarious. You got lobster boy hands. It didn't even make sense. The genetics didn't add up, dude. Bearded lady with a strong man gives you a lobster. I don't get it, dude. I don't fucking understand.
I've watched that show.
And the lobster fisting is really not for me, bro.
The whole point was he was the strongman because he was the first one born in his family without lobster hands. So apparently it skipped him. That was the whole point.
Oh, I don't remember that. Because that show is fucking weird to me.
I do because I actually enjoy that show quite a bit.
But Chris Evans succeeded.
He did.
And the villain from the first fucking Fantastic Four who played Dr. Doom, the only other thing he ever did was goddamn Nick Tuck. Which is a weird show.
Never watched it.
It's a weird fucking show, dude.
People
they
told
had
me
a rapist
about,
on there at one point that had no dick. He was dickless. So they put a strap on and rape people and cut their faces. And so the plastic surgery dudes had to fix people's faces that got raped by a man with a fake dick.
Everybody told me it was just like a super rapey surgeon show.
He wasn't rapey. He was just a slut, dude. You just hey, you want a discount? Oops, here's my dick. He was the original Harvey Weinstein, bro. He Louis C.K'd everyone. That's why they were both on the same network. Alright, but I got a story for you. This is kind of fucked up, pisses me off, but it falls into both comic books and entertainment and news. The Avengers End Game actress who played Tony Stark's young daughter is asking fans to please stop bullying her, which is fucking ridiculous. But Avengers End Game, Lexi Rabe played Morgan, the young daughter of Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, who wanted some cheeseburgers, and she's making a sobering plea to comic book movie fans. The 7-year-old actress is asking people to stop bullying her and the rest of her family, and although it's hard to comprehend why adults would treat a child who's in the public eye this way, Lexi and her mother, Jessica, have revealed that's the case. In the below Instagram video, which I'm not going to play because I'm not going to bring too much credence to this, Lexi asks people to consider her age and that her parents don't let her run amok without rules. She adds that maybe if I go anywhere and I'm acting a little silly or messed up or anything like that, I'm only 7 years old. And then she signs off with a line from Endgame saying, "Bye, love you guys, 3000." So basically her mom, people were just saying she acts like a fool because she's a kid.
She's 7.
I have a 7-year-old. You've met her.
7-year-olds are goofy.
Silly, goofy geeses.
Yeah.
Honk, silly geeses. So for a grown-up to take to fucking social media and call out a child for being, I don't know, a fucking child.
Go eat a dick.
You eat a dick, dude. I don't even care if you didn't like her in the movie or anything like that, or you hate the fact that Tony Stark died. Fuck off. Oh, spoilers. Endgame people. Tony Stark's fucking dead. God.
Okay. People did this with Last Jedi and the girl that played Rose.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You're a fan. Be a fan.
Yeah.
You're entitled to your opinion, but if you're going to take it to that kind of level, go eat a dick. They were paid to play a character.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you think they did a good job.
It's not up to you.
Whether you think they should have been Asian or not. I heard that was a lot of the beef with her.
Well, I mean, everyone does not like Asians for some reason. I'm just kidding.
But
that's why they only have one movie.
You let them make their living. Let them do their thing. You either enjoyed it or you didn't. We don't own anything.
No, not at all. It's just fans. It's just fans. But the thing to me is
you paid your money. You can have your opinion, but if it's an ignorant opinion, you should probably keep it to yourself.
And not even that. How fucking sad is your life that as a grown-up, you have to criticize a 7-year-old who hasn't had any life experience on social media, blatantly attacking a child?
7 years old.
7 years old.
Being
First
a goofy
off,
little kid.
Her parents definitely don't put your kid on social media at 7. I don't care if she's an actress or not.
Not at all.
You get a manager for that. It's a bad move. Secondly, if you see a 7-year-old be a 7-year-old, shut the fuck up and let him be 7, okay? They have parents. The parents will handle it. You don't get to criticize somebody for fucking being a kid. I hate that, dude. You gotta let your kids be kids. You gotta let this kid be a kid. And you can also take the entirety of my dick and put it in your mouth if you're gonna badmouth a child for being a child. Fuck you. You're a bad person.
It's a child actor.
I hope that she goes to finger paint and then finds your fucking stupid Cheeto-crusted fingered keyboard that you used all those goddamn comments for, and she just fucking acrylics the dick out of it. Fuck you and your goddamn bullshit. Sitting in your mom's basement working at fucking Planet Fitness at 400 pounds, you piece of shit. Fuck that guy. Because that's who it is. It's those people who have nothing going on in their goddamn lives. Just tugging their puds, going, oh my god, I can't believe this girl's acting like this when she's supposed to be an actress. She's fucking 7, okay? Quit frothing at the mouth with your Mountain Dew breath and fuck off.
And, I mean, you don't know. Like, is she a full-blown child actor? I've only heard of her in End Game. Like, I've never...
Well, seen
this little girl play in any other movie.
It's this weird notion or this like misconception. People think that if you are in a movie, you're a celebrity now. You're not. You're still a person before it all. And then, again, that person is an age, yada, yada, yada. It's like when people started talking like, hey, the Stranger Things kid, that Finn Wolfhard is a hot kid. No.
That's fucked up.
You can't call a kid hot. You can't say, like, I really like the way Millie Bobby Brown's starting to grow up. Ew, bro. Relax.
That is fucked up.
Kids. Still kids.
Yeah.
So just don't talk about kids on social media.
Take your petter-ass bullshit and go fuck yourself in traffic.
Yeah, dude. We're going to block Disney Channel on your fucking TV. That's what we're going to do for you people.
It needs to be done, apparently.
It needs to be done. We're going to take away the internet, all social media access, and possibly your life. Okay? Fuck your entire life, you fucking piece of shit. Hard no.
Sounds like you're made with spare parts, bud.
Yeah, dude. Fucking 10-ply. Bullshit. Hey, it's always as soft as people who speak the loudest, too. Fucking annoying.
It really is.
Speaking of stupid dumb shit, though, bro.
Fuck your shit.
What do you got?
Oh.
I just shit on your story before you even read it. Because I'm reading mine.
I saw you scrolling, so I thought you were
going... No. I went to mine because I was like, I just did an entertainment one. And normally don't do that, so I was going to report again. I was going to double down, bro. I was going to go to my next one.
That's what I was waiting for.
Fuck. Well, let's get it.
James Gunn said his Suicide Squad movie is going to start shooting in September.
Okay, a little late. A little late to the game.
I'm excited because I think James Gunn can fix the Suicide Squad.
It wasn't bad, though.
It wasn't horrible.
That's what the one thing is, like, it gets
like
shit on
there's
so much.
There's a little bit of story that needed to be fixed.
Well, the Enchantress had no motive.
No.
Her motive was very weak, and for someone to be that big of a fucking deal, it shouldn't have been the Suicide Squad that attacked them. It should have been the Supes.
And he's obviously very good at this ragtag group.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put them together.
The A-team of comic books.
He's good at it, and he wrote the script.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about this. And I honestly, I don't know how movie schedules work because we've been hearing about this for like a year now.
Yeah.
So I would have thought production would have started like yesterday.
No, the slates of the production company and like all that shit. That's what. Because again, speaking of schedules, it ties into that one thing we talked about earlier that we'll get to. Studios have weird fucking shit.
But he's obviously going with a mostly different team.
Do we have full confirmation on who's on the team? Because we've talked about this story a couple of times, and we have never really gotten any further on other than Idris Elba is going to play a character. We have...
Desmalchin is going to be your polka dot man.
Okay, and we still have Margot Robbie, correct?
I believe so.
Okay, so that's Harley.
She's kind of the only original I've heard coming back.
We got to figure... They got to work the story out, right?
I think Jai Courtney...
Is Captain Boomerang?
Going to be Boomerang. Maybe Kinnaman comes back as Flag. And Viola Davis would be Amanda Walker again. Amanda Waller.
Yes.
Sorry, that 8.5 hit me hard.
Bro. I know, dude.
Daniela Melchior is supposed to play Ratcatcher.
Fucking...
He's digging deep on this.
So deep, dude. So deep. Unnecessarily deep.
They're talking about John Cena as Peacemaker.
Okay.
Benicio del Toro is supposed to play the villain.
Is he alive?
And I still feel like Idris Elba is going to play Bronze Tiger.
I think that's where you're going to go with it.
Because you
Kickboxer,
got a guy,
black guy,
who can do martial arts.
Yeah.
The character is black, so it makes sense.
There's no other reason, because if you're holding on to hopes that Will Smith's gonna return as Deadshot, then.
And Idris Elba with like brass knucks with like 7-inch blades coming out of him. I'm in. He's just gonna like.
Dude, I'm in for
heel kick and just punch people.
I'm in for Harlem Wolverine. I'm fucking down for it. Yeah, well, hopefully, as the shooting goes, there's no complications, and it just fucking continues. Like, James Gunn's just a busy fucking dude.
And it's
just a busy fucking dude.
And he did tell Disney he's
as Guardians
not
of the
coming
Galaxy.
back for Guardians till Suicide Squad's done.
Well, also, I think they have to write it. I think what happens is I
think he's already wrote it though.
I don't know how that works because he got taken off, so he might have
They said they were going to use his script.
Okay, so for me, I'm thinking as Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out, that has to be the third one. Because when I don't want to spoil the fucking movie, but goddamn well that in Infinity War, fucking Thor starts teaming up with Rocket and Groot and all that shit, and then they have a fucking production schedule that Marvel released, and as Guardians of the Galaxy is one of them. I think you scrap Guardians 3.
Or as Guardians is Guardians 3.
They might just change the title. It's got to be, because there's no other way around that. It's got to be as Guardians of the Galaxy.
Because the whole thing was, Abrams already wrote the script. They're like, well, we're going to...
Gunn wrote the script. Abrams did not.
Yeah, sorry. I'm jumping ahead here.
Mm-hmm.
Gunn wrote the script. And they were like, we're going to use his script. But when they were talking about using a different director, the whole team, like Zoe Saldana,
everyone's like,
Dave Bautista was like,
I don't think I want to do this anymore. Yeah.
Which I'm sure some of that pressure was like, well, hey, James Gunn, want to come back?
Well, and he
and like, what else are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, you got to keep the schedule.
The guy made them viable.
Well, you keep that same energy. It's what got it there, got you to the dance.
He was also the one that took a like barely recognizable comic book and made it a viable movie.
Yeah. I just, again, the depth that he's going for. Fucking Ratcatcher. God bless, dude. God fucking bless. What does that character even do, dude? I don't even know who that is.
Honestly, my Ratcatcher knowledge isn't that
deep. See, we're going to the guy who has coffin-length boxes of fucking comic books. Been reading comic books longer than I've been tugging my pud. And you don't know who the fuck this person is. Thank you.
But I respect him for going deep. But I think you went a little too deep.
I think you're deep diving up. Polka Dot Man Ratcatcher. Fuck me, bro. Alongside Captain Boomerang. God damn it. Literally, it sounds like this should be on Sci-Fi. This should not be a motion picture.
While that's being said,
Ratcatcher.
There's 2 captains in the Flash Rogues Gallery, and that's always bothered me.
Yeah, Captain Boomerang, Captain Cold.
They should have different names.
No, dude. Just the ship's big. We need multiple captains. Give her all she's got, Captain.
As much as I love the Flash, that's always been my one beef. Like, why do you have 2 villains with the same title?
Once you deep dive in any comic book, though, all those villains get crazy. Like, we were talking just recently about that fucking Fantastic Four, and that's why I hate the Human Torch, because your 2 weaknesses are water and asbestos. So... So you're trying to stop Asbestos Man, which is a real character, by the fucking way.
It is.
And the whole time you're fighting Asbestos Man, he gave everyone mesothelioma, dude. You had to call Friedman, Damiano, and Smith, and you had to get your shit together. Fucking horrifying. Such a bad list of characters that they made as villains. I know, dude. That stuff's fucking rickety rough.
The taste isn't bad.
It's just, it doesn't feel good going down, bro.
The feel's not good.
Alright. Well... We just talked about dumb shit, and I said dumb shit before, but I had some dumb shit to tell you right now, bud.
Yeah, you do.
Organizers say wow, fuck, yeah, we got that too. Date set for Straight Pride Parade in Boston.
Oh, you dicks.
Ah, yeah, Boston. Organizers of what they've dubbed a Straight Pride Parade say they will be receiving a license from the city of Boston to hold the event on August 31st. Organizers held a press conference on Wednesday outside of the city hall after their public event application was approved. The parade is being put together by a group calling itself Super Happy Fun America.
God.
And they want me to watch a video.
That sounds like...
And I don't want to give these dudes any more credence than they already think they fucking have.
That sounds like a Korean dry cleaner.
No, dude, it sounds like you're trying to hide the fact that you're an idiot. Super Happy Fun America? Super Happy Fun America. It sounds like the Griswolds are driving to you. It sounds awful. Okay.
I immediately thought of that Family Guy joke where they were like, you ever been to a Korean dry cleaner? And they'd show like 4 of them and all their names are like super good American happy fun time dry cleaner.
Yeah, and then you can get your dick tugged in the back. No, but like in all honesty, I did talk shit on the activities at a pride parade and the way people think they can act in certain ways. Yeah. It's fine. I'm a little bit more conservative in ways. But to make a straight pride parade, for fucking what, dude? We've never been oppressed as straight people. As a cisgendered male. I've never been oppressed in my life as a straight man. No one's ever not baked me a cake because I wasn't fucking straight. No one's ever told me I had to use a different bathroom because I was straight. They never did that. I'm straight and no problems. The hardest problem is me not trying to put my dick in everything. That's the hardest problem. I get approved for everything. I'm amazing. My life is easy. I'm white. I won the lottery. I'm white and I'm straight. Boom. These people have a hard time in life because they're different in the way they want to like live their lives sexually, and that's not a fucking problem, but they need to let the world know it's okay. And I completely stand behind the fact that you have these pride parades because it is a tough life to live, thinking that you're not going to be accepted by people, so you build this you organize this fucking parade so people feel welcome into a community. And then we already own the community, people. We're all fine.
We're the ones they gotta let know, hey, we live here.
Yeah, like, hey, bro,
we're people too.
I might have a 9-foot pair of angel wings that I'm gonna walk around the yard in while I mow it, okay? Because I'm a gay drag queen. They let the community know by marching through because they are different. So that'd be the fucking best, dude.
If I just drove by somebody cutting their grass with 9-foot angel wings,
I would have to have a conversation. Actually, no, I would stop my car. I'd be like, yo, I'm going to get margaritas because I know how you work, obviously, with those wings. I'm coming back. We're going to have a conversation.
Oh, we're going to have a good time.
Those guys are fucking dope. But yeah, seriously, like, the fact that you think because there is someone who does, there is a gay pride parade, that you need to have a representation that you've already had your entire fucking existence is ridiculous. It's stupid. Everyone's trying to feel fucking special. Stop it. Stop it. For who, for what?
Circling back to earlier.
Fuck me, dude.
When I was talking about them watching the Bad News Bears, one of my favorite things about that movie, it's inclusive without needing to be. They just went and cast kids. And they were like, you know what? You look like you'd be good for this character.
Yeah.
You'd be good. They weren't like, we need a Mexican kid. Let's go find one.
Yeah.
They had already picked one because they were like, I mean, on my little league team, there was a Mexican kid.
Yeah, I mean...
And at the end, they lose. Spoilers. And you're not that fucking special. This is the problem. When they stopped making you just feel the need to win, and they just gave out trophies for everybody that signed up.
Well,
everybody feels the need to feel special all the time, and not everybody is.
Well, and that just like I said, it harkens back to the fact that like everyone's like grouping up. I am understanding of the fact that pride parades are they're almost a necessity because they keep people who are closeted in the way they live their lives. Those people tend not to come out, or they tend to be depressed, and they tend to like just repress all this stuff, and they feel awful. Going out and being a part of that and showing you have a community is great. Straight people have always had a community. It's never been bad. I've never... It gets me so goddamn blood red mad, dude. And not even because I'm a fucking ally or whatever quotation you want to put on my hashtag Twitter fuck you. It's ridiculous to think that you can step on their toes because you feel underrepresented as a group that is the majority.
Yeah.
You're the majority. Being LGBTQ plus A, whatever fucking mathematical equation we need to do for this rainbow flag, being that is the minority. They need representation.
Yeah.
We're the majority. All the fucking time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
stop it.
We're straight white men.
Again,
with decent jobs. What the fuck do...
Yeah.
Where the fuck do we get off needing our own parade?
No, because we don't. And it makes people like us who
I've never thought that.
Never. I've said it in jest, like, dude, what if there was a straight pride parade? Imagine all the outcry. And now I'm the one fucking outcrying about it, because it's fucking stupid.
Because it is.
God bless it, dude.
And I can't...
I just can't...
I like Boston. Why are you doing this? There's no
fucking
need.
Harvard.
Stop it.
Harvard.
Stop.
I mean, it's just weird. It's just a weird world we live in where everyone feels like they need to be represented even though they already are. Ew. Y'all
go wear your fucking Celtic and Red Sox and Bruins jerseys, and you're just gonna walk down the street with your dick's out, drinking fucking Budweiser?
You're gonna fucking walk down fucking street and be like, hey, yo, over there, gorgeous. Hey, gorgeous. You're just gonna catcall a bunch of people to let them know you're straight, too, because you gotta make it, like, properly known.
Call the Wahlbergs. Make sure there's a Wahlberg on every fucking float.
Yeah. Hey, Donnie, what you doing today, huh? I love the new kids
Not
on the
much.
block. Fucking amazing. Tell you that so much. I went to Harvard. I figured it out. Fucking stupid. Straight pride parade. Fucking, you mean the majority?
It really is nonsense.
It's funny. I just saw that. I was like, I thought it was supposed to be a joke when I saw it on social media. I thought, like, because people were trolling all the time. That's what our goddamn culture is. Nope. We're underrepresented as straight males. All right, let me tell you right now, dude. We're underrepresented. All right.
They done got
when I go home and have sex with my wife in a missionary position after I read that goddamn Bible, let me tell you right now, I feel like there's no representation for us. All right, so let me drink.
They're putting me in the corner with that goddamn Queer Eye for the Straight Guy show.
Oh, we're going Southern now. We're not gonna go real proper salesman.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah. After I drink this Michelob Ultra, I'm fucking swear to God. I swear to God. Fucking stupid.
Because if I didn't know this was taking place in Boston, if you wouldn't have told me it was going to be in Boston, I'd have probably said
it was in the
Birmingham,
deep
Alabama.
South.
Yeah.
Like, actually, what we had to do right there is we had to make sure we didn't coordinate it at the same time the Klan was having their rally because they're underrepresented as well, because hatred's hatred. And, you fucking idiots. Idiot! Alright, bud, what do you got? Fucking straight pride parade. I want every gay person to show up to that parade and fucking ruin it. Just ruin it. Just suck each other's dicks, fuck each other, eat each other out. Just go full brow. Take the L, dude. Go to jail for a day.
Wear all the paisley purple and hot pink you can.
I want you guys to just turn up what
and
is love.
Assless chaps.
As loud as you can. I want you playing Born This Way by Lady Gaga. I want you wearing rainbows and twirling around like Terry Crews with goddamn streamers and fucking get after it with your 9-foot wings on. Get it, divas. Anyway, bud.
So, an artist shares storyboards from a JJ... This is why I fucked up earlier.
Okay.
From J.J. Abrams' unmade Superman movie.
What? Why does he have one? Why does everyone have one?
This was years ago.
Well, yeah. Clearly.
Long before Peter Ramsey took center seat to direct Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, he was the storyboard artist on J.J. Abrams' aborted Superman flyby
don't say
movie.
aborted right now. It's a bad climate for that.
Ramsey broke out some of his old artwork for the project and took to Twitter to share 4 pages of original storyboard. It had been pitched as a project during the post-Superman 4 The Quest for Peace era. Which
is that a movie?
I don't think so.
I
think it turned into Superman Returns.
Ew.
Which was rough, buddy.
Ruined that guy's career.
Yeah, now he plays the Atom on Legends.
He's only movies I've ever seen him in superhero movies.
Yeah.
He did Superman
Returns. He's not
Returns.
a bad actor.
Yeah, he is.
I like him.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is.
Until now, there have been few, if any, examples of storyboards. Like, I had heard about this years ago, before I really knew who J.J. Abrams was.
I mean, you didn't Star Trek?
This was, I think, pre-Star Trek.
Jesus Christ.
This was, like, years ago, man. But, I mean...
forgot I'm getting old. I remember
if you're going to do... I mean, why wouldn't you do a J.J. Abrams Superman?
Why would you?
I trust him. He did. Like, I wasn't a Star Trek fan. That's why I didn't watch his Star Trek movies.
Yeah, but we had Zack Snyder. Why wouldn't we? We got Superman.
No, Man
of Steel is one of the greatest fucking superhero movies ever. I don't even care what people say. The movie's great.
No, I agree with you. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Man of Steel was great. But this was also way before that.
I get that. Okay, so this is post Kevin Smith's Superman Returns?
Yeah, this was early 2000s. Mid 2000s.
Okay.
So long before they were like, Man of Steel's going to kick off our universe.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about Abrams.
It's probably because he didn't have the chops then. If you approached it now, they'd be like, dude, Bad Robot just got bought for like
$500 million.
Fucking almost, yeah, I was going to say $500 million.
Yeah, we talked about that.
That's fucking a lot.
Well, because now he's completely trusted because
exactly.
people love the Star Trek movies.
They like
Force Awakens is the gold standard of the new trilogy.
It's only a matter of time before he gets his hands on a DC or Marvel. It's only a matter of time. And I'm glad he didn't do Superman because, again, I think when you're starting out, even for someone who was established in the 90s like Kevin Smith, that movie's too big for you. It's too big for you. You're a little light in the loafers for that right now. Like you're a little green behind the gills.
I think they hired him because he loves comic books.
I know, and that's fine. You should definitely take someone with the passion, but it's also the know-how. Like with passion, you get experience, and when you get experience, your passion builds, and so does your ability to execute. So if you love something and you do it a lot, you'll get there. So I mean, that was for Kevin Smith, and then like for JJ, like he loves the science fiction, the comic books, the fucking that lore. He got there because he was writing for TV for a while on some of those Didn't he write for like Warehouse 13 or something like that?
I think he did.
Yeah. So look how I get quiet when I'm unsure about myself. Didn't he fucking?
I mean, we maybe at this time we didn't know JJ was going to be what he is.
I feel that's a lot of what it is. I feel like that's a lot with a lot of these newer actors coming out. It's like, newer directors rather. A lot of these people who are heading some of the biggest projects in all of fucking cinema, we didn't know they were going to be this. They weren't the James Camerons and the Steven Spielbergs. Yeah, Ryan Coogler. Who the fuck is Chad Coogler?
I've mixed up some names.
Chadwick Boseman with Ryan Coogler?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Because
you can't just mash them together.
I was like, he did Black Panther and Creed.
Did Ryan Coogler do Black Panther? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He did Black Panther and Creed.
I'm thinking of Ryan Johnson, who did the Star. See, we're crossing too many streams right now. It's a bad Ghostbusters flick.
It's so much. I think I would have liked to seen it. Because at the time, it was probably just going to be a one-off Superman.
But no, you said it was 4.
It was going to have something. It was going to take place after the events of what they thought was number 4.
Okay, I guess 4 didn't happen. There's only 3 with Christopher Reeves, right?
Yeah, and then Brandon Routh was That's Superman that didn't throw a punch.
Dylan Dogg's name is Brandon Routh? That's Dylan Dogg's name? Oh, I'm sorry. Oops. The vegan from Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah.
So, killing it.
When he did Superman Returns, the one where Superman doesn't throw a fucking punch.
He catches an airplane, dude. What do you want?
I want Superman to punch somebody in the goddamn mouth.
Well, no. Apparently not. You just get a lot of bald Kevin Spacey.
but
pay it forward.
But if that was... I would have rather seen JJ's take than Superman Returns.
To be completely honest, yeah, because
if you're going to give me another one-off Superman...
Dude, that Superman Returns is by far... Like, that was the Green Lantern before the Green Lantern, and it's still worse than the Green Lantern. That's how bad that movie was. When you open up and introduce your villain, basically doing a model train around what is Metropolis, fuck you. Dude, he's a Christmas story in the beginning of the movie. I don't like that shit.
That movie was so hard to watch. Bad. Because you want Superman to do shit. Like Superman,
he got shot and the bullets bounced off of him.
He got shot, he caught an airplane.
Right? Ooh, yeah.
But he didn't do nothing else.
He flew.
I only watched it
He laser-eyed one time.
And he was like, hey, Lois, I knocked you up. That was the whole movie.
I know.
And
isn't in the lore he can't have sex and knock up regular women because they can't carry a Kryptonian, so that's why he fucks Wonder Woman and gives her a baby? She's the only one strong enough to carry Superman's child.
This is a discussion
we could go hours into this.
For a long time.
Okay. Either way.
But Wonder Woman
are like shotgun blast.
Here's where I'm at on this, because him and Lois do have a child in the comics. And he is Superman's kid. He can do Superman shit. But I think for a normal woman, you gotta make a rubber out of fucking kryptonite and poke a hole in it. Like, Wonder Woman would be the only person, or another Amazon maybe, for him to just...
I feel like his load
knock her up on the regular way.
His loads come out like fucking fire engine hoses, dude.
Because he's supposed to be like 20 times stronger than the average man.
He's way more than that, dude.
And we shoot loads at like 20 miles an hour.
It's damn near 30, dude. We did a thing about it. Yeah.
So
actually, if you were to quantify,
that make him? Almost 100 miles an hour, he'd blow right through.
No, dude, over 100 at 30.
Yeah,
it'd be 600 miles an hour.
Yeah. So he's gonna blow straight through the top of Lois's head if he doesn't wear.
I don't know how the vagina works. How the canal goes straight to the brain.
No, goes straight through her body.
Goes
right up to the head.
Goes up.
Yeah.
It's trying to hit the uterus, man. It's anatomy 101. I have babies, that's why.
Whatever.
Okay, fuck it. He's gonna kill her, basically.
Yeah, he kills her.
Yeah.
It's gonna shoot right.
But what a way to fucking go! If you're gonna go, taking a hot shot from goddamn Superman's the way to do it.
But he's probably gonna be all Clark Kent about it. There it is. There it is.
Have you seen the movie Movie 43?
Yeah.
Dude, that's it. His loads are like shotgun blasts. He uses it as hair gel. Like, do you know how hard it is to have sex with Superman?
I love that movie.
Don't ever talk to her again. Alright, guys, well, I got one for you. This is good news, though. This is nice. A homeless dad receives flood of support after woman tried to Facebook shame him for sleeping in a McDonald's. When an unidentified woman was frustrated to see a man sleeping in a McDonald's booth, she took a photo of him and published it to a private Facebook group to express her criticism. After the man was given a chance to explain himself to the community, however, dozens of people rallied to help him get back on his feet. 21-year-old Simon Child has been homeless and struggling to support his son since the recent death of his mother. When the woman photographed him napping in the McDonald's booth, he had been catching up on sleep in between his shifts at the restaurant in Fayetteville, Georgia. Upon hearing about the photo, Child said that his feelings were hurt, but thankfully he doesn't feel that way anymore. Earlier this week, local news reporters interviewed Child and gave him a chance to tell his story to the world. When the young man went into work, fucking learn how to type, you fucking idiot. Went into work the following day, he was shocked to find that dozens of people had brought him heaps of diapers, clothing, toiletries, and supplies. The owners of a community eatery reached out to Child so they could lend him a car for a job interview. Barber gave him a free haircut so he could look spiffy for his new employment opportunities. Other members of the community paid for Child and his son to stay in a hotel until they find permanent housing. Another community member started a GoFundMe page in order to raise money for Child and his son, and the fundraiser has already gone over $2,000 in 24 hours. Furthermore, Child had a chance to speak to the woman who took his photo. She told him that she had never meant to shame anyone, and she had only been expressing her frustration with the town. So, as Lunchbox was pissing out his big fat dick, I went through the story about how this lady shamed this dude for sleeping in between shifts at a McDonald's because he's homeless and he's trying to take care of his son, whose mother just died.
Oh, bitch. And
the whole community rallied around him. They put him up in a hotel with his son so he had housing until he got something permanent. The barber gave him a free haircut so he could get, better job interview. They raised $2,000 on GoFundMe. Which is pretty solid. And what was the other? Oh, yeah, and a community outreach center gave him a car to use for job interviews so he could drive to those so he can get better employment opportunities. I think this is wonderful as a community.
No, that's what you should do.
This makes that lady that much more of a cunt. Because she said, I only took this photo because I wanted to express that I hate the way the community is being overridden this way. Well, this community just rallied around a guy you tried to shame saying the community sucked. So now I think the problem is you.
No, you are the problem.
You can get a Big Mac of these fucking nuts.
One thing I will say is I go downtown fairly regularly. I will buy things with actual cash so that when I go downtown, if a homeless person asks me for $1 or $2, I have it. Mm-hmm. Because they could be vets. They could just be...
They could be in just a bad spot.
They could be someone who... a week of their life just went wrong. They could be anybody.
Bro.
And I would rather give them $2 so they can go get like a pop and a bag of chips and feel good about themselves.
Or some old English. I'll take it.
Yeah. The one guy that I gave the most money to because he was honest, he was like, I want a 40 and a bag of Doritos. And I was like, here you go, man.
Dude, be fucking honest, for sure.
But there's also the ones that still feel like they don't want the handout. Mm-hmm. There's a dude in downtown Cleveland who plays the trumpet.
Oh, yeah, he's on the corner right by the parking garage.
And he used to play in front of Brown Stadium during games.
That's where I saw him.
And he is good. Like, I'm not even a person that likes the trumpet, but he's good.
Yeah, he's got some Louis Armstrong going on, bro.
You want to fucking work for it, and I peel them off a couple more bucks. But the homeless issue is deep. And I know it's not possible to completely rectify the situation, but I like when people take steps
to try to help. Yeah, because the thing is, in order for America to exist the way it does, we're gonna have unemployed, we're gonna have homeless. We have to. It's not sustainable if everyone had a job, everyone had housing. Yeah. It's just not. But again, you wanted to talk shit on your community and how it was going to hell in a handbasket because this homeless man was sleeping in a McDonald's because you didn't know anything. You spoke before you fucking learned a word. And then the entire community looks at you and says, hey, take these 2 middle fingers, pick one and suck it because we're going to make this guy's life better if we can. And it does suck that it takes a viral photo of someone being a cunt to make your life better. But I'm glad it happened for him because we might all be one tragic life event away from being in the same position. So, shouts out, people. Good fucking work.
Good for you.
Help out when you can.
What town was
that was. I went away from it. It was somewhere in Georgia.
Oh, wow! Good for you.
Yeah, good on you, dude. They did well, and I appreciate you guys. Just doing what the fuck you do. Keep that shit up. Keep that same energy. Make sure straight pride parades don't happen in your town. You got something, bud?
When you that straight pride shit's killing me. Okay, so the last of the entertainment news that I have.
Oh shit! I got more stories too. Fuck.
I've got more.
Good shit.
But they're all fucked up.
Okay.
This one kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard much of it till I found this article. But Tom Hardy is confirmed to be doing a Venom 2.
Mm-hmm.
Which I hope they do better than Venom 1. Like, the story was relatively weak. The only good parts were the symbiote and Tom Hardy kind of like broing out. Like, those that made the movie. That made the movie worthwhile to me. That was fun.
Yeah.
The fight scenes were
reasonable. They were okay for what they were. That 9-minute motorcycle chase though, fuck me.
There's also, like, you're working with Marvel now on Spider-Man. Why not try to find people who've worked for Marvel to write you a Venom story?
I think it's to keep yourself separate and viable. I think that they want to employ their own people in a way because they still go, hey, we got the Spider-Verse. You can use our Spider-Man, but we're not going to go ahead and pay you extra. Are you serious? We have our own people. So fuck you, suck a dick, all that stuff, whatever. Again, double middle fingers. We're going to try to do our own thing. I understand it's a better quality movie, but it's a studio's thing of like, hey, we want our representation of our guys.
And that's fair. I think you should bring in an editor. Is that what I'm thinking of? Like someone to just look it over and just be like, hey,
I think what
I'm a big Venom fan. Like, this might work better.
I think that mostly when it came down to that movie, is the budget was low and it made so much. They knew it was going to make a bunch.
Oh, it made. I'm looking at it right now.
Almost $1 billion.
$855 million worth worldwide.
And the budget was $100 million, I think.
Yeah, they did well for what they did.
Yeah, and the story was good. It was comedic and it was dark.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah,
and people love Tom Hardy.
Mm-hmm. He's about the only one I knew from that whole goddamn movie, though. I didn't know anybody else except for I recognized the girl when I saw Pet Sematary.
They didn't use very many people we knew of, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
like it was serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
I just, as a comic book person, I would have liked the story to have been closer to what Venom is. But at the same time, whatever. You gave me a Venom movie. I had a good time.
Yeah,
and I like Tom Hardy. And if you're going to keep breaking him in the suit apart to have conversations, that was a good time.
It was pretty cool. It was like a buddy cop movie almost in that regard. And which I think is a good way to do it because the symbiote is not just an extension of what he can do.
If you can't do it the right way where it connects to Spider-Man, and then Spider-Man's like, hey, fuck off, and then Eddie Brock becomes Venom.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. I appreciate it.
Yeah, because the reason why Spider-Man can take it is because he's a mutant, basically. So he can fucking, he can handle the stress that the symbiote puts on your body. But it's called a symbiote for a reason because it makes symbiosis and it attaches to the host. Either way, I'm here for another Venom movie. I don't like the way they did the post-credit scene with Carnage, and I don't like casting Woody Harrelson as Carnage at all. I think that is not a good role for him.
No.
He doesn't sound like Cletus would sound to me, other than the fact that he's got that weird thing he does.
I knew
there's gonna be carnage.
I knew
corny as
there was
fuck.
gonna be a number 2 even before I saw the carnage part.
Yeah.
I do think you could do different than Woody Harrelson. As much as I like him.
I love Woody Harrelson, but I don't think that's his role. Like, villain is not Woody Harrelson. I don't look at him as the bad guy.
You shouldn't be putting the big fucking red afro wig on him. I let Woody Harrelson be himself. Like, keep him bald. Like, you didn't have to have a red-haired guy. Even if you're going to use Woody Harrelson, you could have kept him bald. As soon as he said the word Carnage, comic book fans were going to be like,
oh, it's Carnage.
Oh, fuck. Carnage and Venom are fighting in like 3 years.
I think it was corny. I bet you see him shave his head in the movie or something, because wearing that wig all the time, that would be one of my demands. I'm not going to wear this fucking Bob Ross wig the whole goddamn time I shoot this movie.
Especially because on Zombieland, he demanded, because they were like, you're going to eat a bunch of Twinkies. And he was like, yeah, you better figure out a way to make vegan Twinkies or I'm not touching them.
Yeah.
So he's in a position in his career to make those demands.
He did White Men Can't Jump. Show some fucking respect. Jeez.
I love Woody Harrelson.
Billy, tell me you didn't go ahead and spend all the money, Billy. Come on, what you doing?
Let's say, you say make love or fuck. I don't like screw.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, we're going to screw.
Yeah, she's like, don't say screw. Shouts out Rosie Perez. She drove through our town one time. Shouts out fucking the campaign. One time when Rosie Perez's tour bus broke down. Fuck.
That movie's pretty underrated, too.
It's such a good movie. I just watched it like a couple weeks ago. I guess since you're wrapping up entertainment news, I got more.
Alright.
Entertainment news. Robert Pattinson dropped out of being Batman over a scheduling conflict. So basically, Robert Pattinson's filming schedule started to get more packed by each passing day, and now the actor dropped out of one of his upcoming projects. The Batman will no longer appear in. Fuck, how does this work? I don't care. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through this real fast. Yeah. Basically, there was a movie coming out called The Souvenir. He was doing that. It was an A24 fucking production. And they wanted to do a sequel. He was in The Souvenir, and he had to drop out of that because he's doing a movie with Christopher Nolan called Tenet.
You drop out of shit for Christopher Nolan.
You drop out for Nolan.
Oh, yeah.
You drop out for the Dark Knight guy, and you drop out for the guy who gave you Fury. You drop out. You don't fucking say anything. Was it Fury? Did he do Fury?
Yeah, he did.
And then he did another one.
Wait.
He did the British side of the World War II one. I forget the fucking name of that.
So.
It wasn't called Fury. But I thought he did Fury as well.
He did Fury, because the guy who did Fury was... that was David Ayers. He did Suicide Squad.
Oh, yeah. He did that in Brighton.
No, but Nolan did the British side of...
World War II.
Yeah, and... It
got a resounding...
So good.
Resounding fucking,
And he also, for whatever it's worth to anybody, he gave you the Dark Knight trilogy, but most importantly, he gave you the Dark Knight. And you kind of drop out of shit if Christopher Nolan's like, hey, I want you to be in this movie. You don't tell Christopher Nolan to go fuck himself.
No, never. Not with somebody who's got the chops that he does. I mean, his scores alone that he does for his movies win awards. What? And like, so he's been part of a lot of the good shit. So I get him dropping out, which leads me to, hey guys, I know that he plays fucking what the fuck is his name in Wonder Woman? Roger.
Chris Pine.
I know the actor. I was trying to think of the character. I know he's in Wonder Woman. Make him Batman.
Oh, Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
No, that's not Steve Rogers.
Yeah. No. I don't give a fuck.
I forget his name, but I read Wonder Woman all the fucking time.
Either way, just make Chris Pine fucking Batman now. Steve Trevor, thank you. God damn it. I kept thinking Steve Rogers. You got it. You're there. Woo.
Steve Rogers fucking Captain America.
Dude, it's a fucking miracle in time. A wrinkle in time. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying either. Today's one of those goddamn days.
We've been drinking. That 8.5 hits hard, bud.
Yeah, it does. I'm taking it pretty slow right now. I've been drinking water. But, yeah, so, he's out. The movie's still scheduled, which means they might fall back on the guy who played Beast from X-Men First Class, which I could see that. I like his look. He's a lot more bulky. Yeah. He looks like someone who might be able to throw a fucking punch. He's not all wispy. He doesn't look like a fucking British pale version of Gumby. Doesn't look like Jack Skellington.
He was like my favorite part of those X-Men prequels.
Yeah. So yeah.
Like I like James McAvoy, but the dude playing Beast was pretty fucking good.
Pretty fucking dope. I got a couple more. I didn't realize that there was not that much entertainment.
There wasn't. Like, unless you people want me to find 9 different ways to talk about the new End Game re-release.
Which is actually, they did say that it's just the opening scene. The opening scene to Far From Home.
Oh.
That's it.
You dicks.
That's all I read. And there might be something more to it. But this is why I grabbed this article right here, bud. Because it's on this place where I try to find good news. It's called Father's Day Miracle. Random meeting with a child reunites woman with a dad who abandoned her. How is that good news? Your dad abandoned you. So now that's the tagline. I'm going to read the article. We're going to get through it.
Okay, because to me it means this girl was wanting to meet her real dad her whole life.
A serendipitous meeting between a 21-year-old woman and a young boy led to an emotional reunion with her father, who had abandoned his daughter at birth. The beautiful story stands as a testament to the power of forgiveness. So I guess it's good on her.
Good
but
for you.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name Aeliana Quintiala was raised by maternal grandparents in Nicaragua after her mother gave birth to her at 16 of age and her father left. Her grandparents, in spite of economic constraints, always gave her love. After years of volunteering at the Christian Global Development nonprofit Food for the Hungry, that is a fucking mouthful, unlike the people who are starving. Aeliana became a staff member and traveled for her community to EMEA, to various rural communities faced with poverty and conflict. Jeez, dude, how do we need this much? She met a child named Ernesto that she was trying to do. She knew the boy and his younger brother, wrote her name on the child's arm and told him, "Show this to your father and tell him that I'm here." Within 30 minutes, a man arrived on a bicycle and asked for her. She went out to meet him on the road and asked who she was looking for. He replied, "My daughter," at the moment, and then she said, "I am your daughter." A strong embrace, many tears, blah, 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 blah. "The only thing I ever wanted was you to forgive me for leaving you." In that moment, deep heart, I knew I forgave my father. And this, to me, is a fucked up story because I don't give a shit, bro, about the fact that she was young, whatever. You can't say it's a feel-good story when you abandon your child and then you reunite with them. I know there's a longing to always connect with your parents, but at the same time, you're a fucking asshole.
You are.
I have no desire to connect with my paternal father at all. My maternal father's absentee as well. But I have no desire. You left, dude. You're fucking lost. I'm over here doing a podcast for 17 people. Fucking be proud of me. No, I don't care. I don't see a reason why that is something that's great. Her power to forgive, fucking, you're a saint. You're a saint in my opinion, but I would never do it. And it's not even about forgiveness. It's just I don't care. You left. You lost.
Well, okay, I've got a story that's slightly different. 4 years ago maybe, 4 years ago is what we're gonna call this timeline. I met a cousin I didn't know I had, because my uncle had gotten somebody pregnant and they never told him they were pregnant.
It's fair.
Which is different.
It's very different.
He just didn't know he
not
had a
knowing
child.
And choosing not to be there are two different things.
This girl, we had my other uncle came in from California. We had a big family party for him.
A siesta.
Yeah. And
is that what you say?
There's this girl sitting off in the sidelines, like, dressed all hippie-like. I was who the fuck is this girl over here? She was the only person at the party I'd never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's your cousin. I was like, bullshit.
All my cousins are here.
I was like, I'm fucking 30 years old. I know who my cousins are.
The way you said, I'm fucking, I was like, she's sure as fuck not my cousin because I'm fucking her right now.
No, not at all. I was like, I'm 30 fucking years old. I know who all my cousins are.
Yeah.
And they go, no, that's your uncle's daughter he didn't know he had. She was, so she's probably 26 now. She was like 22 at the time.
What she look like? How's she cute? She's single? That's good. I mean, I only have a wife.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Once they said she was my cousin, I was like, oh, shit. Okay, so that's my cousin. I don't want to be all Alabama about it.
That's true. You don't want to be that way. Because then, you can still go to the straight pride parade, but then you got to show up for the incest one. And then you can't double book that day because the Klan's trying to get in there.
One of my favorite things was, I saw this thing on Facebook where they're like, when your sibling touches you, and it's like, one has a broken arm, one's got a big hand welt, and then it said in Alabama, and it was this dude and this girl, and she was so pregnant.
Fuck me. God damn it. Again, when your state colors primer, we understand.
Stop it.
But no, I just
No, but good on this girl for forgiving
a
dude that just walked out on you.
I'm mad I even put that on here. I shouldn't even talk about it, and the fact that, like, I don't give a fuck. You're bad dad. You're bad dad. That's it. You knew. You abandoned. Abandoned means I knew.
No, you knew you were a bad dad, but you somehow ended up with a daughter that could look at you and be like, well, you're my dad. I still love you.
So he needs to go fillet your grandfather, because that's what the fuck needs to happen, because he raised a good kid.
You did.
Yeah. Shouts out grandparents taking care of incompetent people's kids. Shouts out. I'm going to save this one for a fuck story because I think it's super fucked. I did have one about good. Yeah, I figured this would tie in.
I sent you that one, though.
Yeah.
It's a follow-up to your other one.
Oh, yeah. All that pedophile chatter. That guy who saved the kid from the hotel room. Yeah. There is a guy who decided to take his fucking matters into his own goddamn hands.
Yes.
Hey, red dots, beware.
For the record, I found this and I sent it to Doug because it was a follow-up to his story.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, not a direct follow-up, I guess, but it matches up with the story he gave us last week.
This guy calls himself Avenging Angel and has beat up pedophiles with a ... hammer. Not mad at that. The Alaskan Avenger, a victim of molestation and abuse as a child, is accused of vengefully attacking the pedophiles with a hammer using the online sex registry to find sex offenders. According to Alfred they don't really give his last name, of New York Daily News, using Anchorage Public Online Sex Offender Registration to locate up to 3 offenders, Jason Volkovich allegedly broke into his victims' homes and bashed their heads with a hammer in June. One of his victims landed on the sexual offender registry 10 years ago after pleading no contest to attempted sexual abuse of a minor. He said, I'm the Avenging Angel. I'm going to mete out justice for the people you hurt. One of Wesley Dermamass, one of the people Volkovich tracked down, told a local news station. Yeah, so I guess this guy just goes online, finds a red dot, and decides to play whack-a-mole. And you know what? I'm not mad. As I'm reading right here, I mean, yeah, he just fucking goes in there and he says, I don't fuck with pedophiles. You're horrible. He was abused as a child. He was sexually molested.
So now him.
He's trying to make sure that he can avenge the children who are being victimized the same way he was, in hopes that they can pursue their dreams. He pled not guilty to the charges of robbery and assault and is being held on $100,000 bond and is scheduled to return to court October 17th. He faces up to 35 years in prison if convicted.
Here's where I'm at. Good for you, buddy.
In a degree, yes.
If you had done it inside the confines of the law,
there's a guy who does that.
There'd probably be a parade in your honor.
Yeah.
But you did it illegally. But I'm not even mad at you. You're doing what anybody who cares about children would do.
That's a stretch. That's a big stretch. That's a Mr. Fantastic stretch, bro.
I mean, I'm not saying entirely, stretch. But if you're a parent, or you know what, I have a niece. I like your kids a good bit. If I'd found out somebody tried to do shit to your kids, I'd beat the piss out of them.
For sure.
And I get where this guy's coming from. Mm-hmm. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%. He's coming from a place of sincerity. He
just went about it the wrong way.
Yeah, you can't track down the red dots. The red dots are so you keep your kids away.
My dad did this.
Beat up pedophiles with a hammer?
Not a hammer.
Beat
the piss out of them.
Well, you deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it 100%.
Stop with your NAMBLA shit. Your shit's not legal. Mm-mm. Stop it. Children can't consent to your bullshit.
Nobody wants
that. You're just... There's something wrong in your head that makes you think doing those kinds of things to children are okay.
Yeah. Well, you're a sociopath and psycho.
So stop it.
Oh, for sure.
I know they said like 90%, 97% of you can't be fixed.
Yeah, the recidivism rate's high.
So, figure it out.
Lock him up, throw away the key. The thing that he fucked up with...
You should be... My big thing has always been, if you do bad things to children like that, you should be locked up for life.
Or killed, probably.
If they're going to let you out,
Alabama, that shit.
You need to be castrated.
Yes, sir. Fucking here for chemical castration.
There should be no way for you to ever again
victimize somebody. Yeah.
Put a child through that.
Mm-hmm. I will say he only fucked up because they had already been caught. Had they not been caught, 35 years isn't what it is. It's 35 minutes, and that's all. So definitely went about it wrong, like you said. Fucking heroic in a way.
Yeah.
Heroic in a way. And
I get his thinking.
You know, it is Alaska, which is like a cousin to Alabama, because we don't want either of you.
Because, I mean, Alaska's way the fuck out there.
I don't need any bush people in my life.
We can't even govern Alaska the right way.
Nah, dude.
And Canada's not going to help us.
Canada's like, dude, we don't advocate for your behavior.
I sold that to you.
Hard no. Yeah. There you go. Fuck stories, Seth?
Yeah, I do.
Let's just get... Hey, again, hopefully not 35 years. Good guy like 5. Good guy like 5. Make sure he doesn't have a Home Depot card so he can get another hammer. That's all I'm asking. All right. Hey, if you find one that's in the midst of doing it, fuck them up real bad. If they've already gone to jail, sorry, bud, you're going to go to jail, you fuck up. And while you're in Alaska, definitely tell me how to beat a grizzly bear. That's all I'm concerned about. I want a salmon run.
You know this dude wrestled a grizzly bear.
No, because he would die.
Probably.
Like, it's not like me and a kangaroo, where I know I'd win. It's definitely the fact that this dude, he has a ball peen hammer. You ain't beating a grizzly, bro.
Okay. I'm going to read you this whole headline because this is a...
Looks like a mouthful from this distance.
This is a beaut.
Okay.
It's protein. It's good for you. Man in a wheelchair, age 33, who defecated during his trial for burglary and threw it at the judge before eating the rest in front of a horrified Florida courtroom is acquitted on all charges.
Acquitted? How do you throw shit and get acquitted?
Homeboy got acquitted for throwing and eating his shit.
How?
Okay. Ooh, you got a name on you, buddy. Dorleans Philidor.
Fuck me.
Age 33, aimed an unsavory missile at the Miami-Dade Circuit Judge Lisa Walsh.
Fuck.
During his burglary trial, yelling, "It's protein, it's good for you."
Oh my god. It's amazing.
Thankfully for Walsh, the excrement narrowly missed, but the defendant's dirty protest prompted a frenzied evacuation from the courtroom with lawyers and the judge scrambling for the exit. The defendant had been sitting in a wheelchair to the right of Walsh until a bailiff suddenly called out to the justice and urged her to seek shelter.
Holy shit.
There's video.
Oh, dude.
I mean, I'll show you the video in a minute.
Yeah. We'll hold off. We'll do it at the end. We'll do it. You know what? Doug Reacts is coming back.
Doug Reacts is coming.
There you
go. Witnesses say they watched it on in horror when moments later, Philidor appeared to eat the feces as officers worked to restrain him. It was intense. The corrections officers and police officers were swarming, like 60 of them. They told everyone to leave and you couldn't go back in. It was a hazardous area. Undeterred by Philidor's actions, Walsh proceeded with the trial in a separate room while the original setting was closed for cleaning. After just 1 hour of deliberation, the jury returned a verdict of not guilty for Philidor's burglary charges. According to reports, jurors were not present when Philidor threw feces about the room. Despite the acquittal, Philidor will remain in custody as he is facing separate trial in Grand Theft Auto. It is not yet known if he will face additional charges for the attack, but courtroom officials say this isn't the first time this week his behavior delayed court proceedings. On Thursday, during a lunch break, the 33-year-old defecated on himself, smearing it all over body and the walls on his cell.
Oh, God, this guy's got a fetish.
This dude's got some issues, bro.
I think we can kind of just get...
I don't need to read anymore. This guy...
That's how you get out of going to jail, dude. That's your get out of jail free card?
Did he get acquitted on... It didn't say in the article. I'm assuming he got acquitted on crazy charges.
So they're probably
for being crazy. Because you're throwing shit, you're smearing it all over yourself.
I think he's got a fetish, bro.
He might, but at the same time, people will look at that as crazy.
Is it, though? Do you know who Sylvester Stallone is?
I know who he is.
Lay under that glass table, buddy. Poop. So fucking ridiculous. Like, what compel, like, that's our monkey brain. That's our chimpanzee brain. Because I don't like what's happening. Oops, poop.
Just chucking shit. Judge.
Dude, that's sucking.
Okay.
It's protein. It's good for you. Fuck, bro. Oh, man, that's amazing.
I believe if you're going to chuck shit, right, the one place you shouldn't do it is throw it at a judge's face.
Nope, that's it. And I disagree. Respectfully disagree.
Okay.
That's the place you should do it every time. You're going...
I mean, you're going to get your insanity defense, but at the same time, like, if you didn't have a jury trial, though, you just chuck your dump at a judge, this shit's not going to go your way, bud.
No, dude. I think it's the, what else you got to lose? What else you got to lose?
No,
and all the shit talking that a judge does, all that shit, he just fucking...
As many times as I've listened to, like, Crime and Sports and Small Town Murder, the one I wish I would be... If I ever did anything seriously wrong, I would hope I'd be in Britain. Because their judge seems to tell you to fuck off in the most special of ways.
That's fair. I think that throwing poop, it would have been better than him saying, like, hey, it's protein, it's good for you. Just, I object, and fucking boofka.
That would.
That'd be so much
make
better.
That story so different.
So much better. Or like, and they're just like, now you need to tell the truth. But you can't handle the truth. And just Jack Nicholson's a fucking hot toddy across the room, dude. It'd be fucking incredible. They should make a documentary on this man. I need to know more about your fecal matter problems.
You are 33 years old, and I feel like...
He's hucking shit, dude.
I feel like if they put an hour and a half documentary on you on Netflix...
I'm gonna watch it.
I would watch it a few times.
Oh, jeez. You got a poop fetish too, Dave?
No.
How many copies of the movie Cobra do you have?
But I would seriously just keep watching it to laugh.
Oh, fuck.
Because you know they're going to reenact it when he just...
Oh, yeah, dude.
Drops log in his hand and he's like, fire in the hole.
They're going to stunt double some no-bake cookies in instead of shits. He's just going to chuck those.
But they're still going to show him throw it at the judge.
Dude, I wonder if in this video they blur it. Because they blur shit. Sometimes they just see a massive blur going towards the fucking judge, dude. Like, I don't know if it's poop or a camera trick. I don't have any idea. Why isn't this 4K?
I don't know if I want to see a 4K shit.
Oh, dude, I kind of do now. Oh, fuck. That is fucked, though. You win that one. Shouts out my man for catching that insanity plea for a little poo-poo-doo-doo, bro.
I think my next one tops it, though.
All right. I got one for you that's actually the first time I find a fucked story because it was just so far ridiculous, I had to do it. Little known fact, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Cosby is a sexual predator, as we all know. Little known fact.
That's like saying OJ might have killed his wife.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have been aware in the news, but a lot of people said he's a bad guy. Anyway, so this bad guy went to jail in Pennsylvania, and Bill Cosby is now lecturing behind bars, talking about parenting, drug use, and life itself.
Fuck you.
So Dr. Cosby.
The fact that he's still a Dr. Cosby bothers me.
Yeah. His representative, Andrew Wyatt, says the famous inmate's a busy man behind bars, as many as 3 or 4 lectures per week. He's been doing this for around 3 months with crowds that often swell to more than 100 fellow prisoners. Cosby's pitch that the inmates lead by example for their kids and stay out of prison in the future. Cosby's urging the inmates to rebond with their kids immediately upon getting out. Cosby's clearly trading on all his American Dad images from the Cosby Show, and it's resonating with the prisoners. Cosby works with a group called Man Up. Inmates set for parole, talking life lessons, keeping out of trouble, and not getting locked up again. We're told Cosby's also lecturing on finding work post-prison, giving them tips on interviewing techniques. He also lectures on substance abuse, tips on how to stay clean. As you know, Cosby was convicted of drugging Andrea Costed, as well as aggravated indecent assault, for which he got 3 to 10 year sentence. And he's mixing in these life lessons with comedy and other things during his lectures. He embraces the American Dad title in prison. Cosby got skewered on social media for his Father's Day tweet calling himself America's Dad. I don't know you can tweet from jail. That's awesome.
I'm sure celebrities get privileges.
His lawyer says this is the kind of people that Cosby wanted to speak to for years to get his message across.
You wanted to speak to the people that do the shit you do, buddy?
Yeah. Hey, like-minded. You also enjoy victimizing people against their will?
While you're drugging girls and dragging your balls and cock across their face, you're like, I want to go talk to the other people that drag their balls and cock across girls' faces and tell them not to do it.
Yeah, I want to tell them, hey, you know what? Be a good father. I think you're a bad dad, you're a rapist. It's not a good idea.
You're really banking in on America's
what
dad.
Person in jail? That's how. See, this is why sometimes I feel like dumb people go to jail only because you're dumb enough to get caught, you're dumb enough to do the deed, and now you're dumb enough to listen to a rapist who's been allegedly victimizing people for 30 plus years and went to jail for 3 to 10 for one count, but it was also accused of dozens more. And then you go, hey man, I got in here.
Count reach like it's like 60.
I have no idea. Accusations are accusations, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna fucking straw man argument. I think
it reached up to like 60.
I know it's well over 30. I will say the accusations were well over 30. That guy is not the guy I'm gonna go to advice for. Like, hey, imagine if you're struggling with money, and you got a guy, and he's like, dude, I'm good with money. Well, the only reason you had money is because you embezzled millions of dollars. Yeah, but like my fucking money, dude. I Bernie Madoff everything. Fuck it. Like, no, that's not the guy you go to advice for. The guy who's in jail is not the guy who should be giving you advice.
No.
You're both in jail because you both suck a little bit in one way or the other. No. So you definitely don't want to take life lessons from the guy who thinks that Rufalin is a part of a cocktail.
If you happen to find the one guy who got out of jail out of that 3% that don't like reoffend,
recidivism,
figure out what that guy did.
Yeah, call him. Get a sponsor.
But you're talking to the guy who
might be there longer than you.
Finally got busted after 30 some odd years and fooled us all. He wore the
awesome sweaters.
He wore the party vomit sweaters for years, and we were all like, he's a great dad. Yeah. He should be playing the dad to all these kids. Yeah. And later on, we find out he's just like, I'm going to put some pills in her drink. Yeah. And then I'm going to just drag my cock and balls across her forehead.
Even Kirk Cameron said you did it. And that guy created Christian Mingle, for fuck's sake. Show some respect.
Did he really?
Yeah, dude. He does all those Left Behind movies about the fucking rapture and shit like that. Yeah, he created Christian Mingle because he had growing pains.
Did you just fuck with me? Did he really create
Mingle? He's like a spokesperson for it. Huge. Like, he does those fucking things, and he's like, hi, Kirk Cameron here. And if you are one who wants to connect with people, as well as you've connected with the Lord, find other people who love the Lord.
Now, let me talk to...
And then kick Aunt Becky off Full House.
Let me talk about the difference in this. Bill Cosby acted like the good dude. We found out he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Kirk Cameron was the sneak out of the house at 11 o'clock at night, go bang his girlfriend. Yeah. He turned out to be the biggest Christian of all time.
Super preacher.
Let's
hates Nick Cage.
That should be your view on actors, because obviously Kirk Cameron was a great actor. They both were, apparently, but I didn't see this super Christian thing come until somebody put it in the news. Like, I always thought Kirk Cameron was like, yeah, me and my buddy, we go smoke cigarettes, and then at 11 o'clock, I go bang my girlfriend. I make sure I'm home by 12:30.
So Alan
I'm up for school, and nobody
doesn't yell at me.
Yeah.
What's his name? Alan Thicke, my bad. I don't know why I said Tudyk. Tudyk's the other guy.
But then at the same time, Cosby's like, yeah, I'm taking these kids, turning them into, like, good adults. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, but on the side, yes, like, I'm taking girls that want to be on the Cosby Show, I'm putting some Rufalin in their water, and then I'm dragging my balls across your forehead.
Yeah, dude. Really just not the kind of role model you want to look at when you're in jail at all. And why would you want to go to somebody who's still using heroin to ask you how to quit heroin?
Basically.
Yeah, it just makes no fucking sense. And I don't care how smart you think somebody is. This guy's a goddamn sociopath.
He is.
You gotta stop. You gotta stop. It's it. So that was my last actual news story. So what you got next for that's fucked?
Oh, good. So I made fun of Alabama a few minutes ago,
yes,
right?
You fucking did, sir.
I had it right. Look at these pictures. Look at these pictures before you get too far.
Holy shit!
Okay.
That woman has more chins than a Chinese phone book.
And this dude is about as big as my wrist.
Oh, dude, he's hilarious. I like him.
They're cousins.
They fucking?
They got arrested.
For fucking.
Because they refused to stop fucking during the family funeral.
What the fuck is that noise?
This dude's hitting her from behind while they're fucking burying their grandma or some shit. Let me find out.
All right, get a little glimpse on this because that's interesting.
Tiffany Bates.
Oh, let's definitely shout out the incestual people.
There's
They have
this
some
big lady.
grade.
She's 31.
Okay.
And Clifton Bridges, who's 19, and he's literally as big as my wrist.
Yeah, dude.
This kid's skinny looking motherfucker. They were arrested after the Talladega Funeral Home complained that the couple was having loud sex, perturbing funeral services, as well as scaring guests. They were both attending the funeral ceremony of their grandmother.
Jesus Christ, Gam would be so upset.
Cousins.
Grandma. Dad.
And they decided to skip away from the funeral ceremony and indulge in sexual behaviors only feet away.
Oh, God. Well, you know how funerals get you.
Apparently, they're first cousins who had been living together for the past 6 months.
Oh, so they started fucking 6 months ago.
They've been fucking a long time.
All right, dude.
I don't think anybody knew.
Safe to say they're going steady.
I think they thought it was more of like a, my cousin needs a place to stay, come stay with me kind of deal.
Yeah. Well, I've done that with all my brothers. I don't fuck them, though.
And they face 26 charges for lewd and lascivious behavior, disturbing the peace, obscenity in public, and drug possession. Apparently,
they like to do meth and fuck.
They were doing meth and fucking.
At Graham's
funeral.
Holy shit, dude.
In the bathroom, like, I'm guessing
feet
in the
away,
bathroom.
Feet away.
Right off the main room.
Right off, like, the main hall kind of area where you would
because
put the...
I've been to enough funeral homes. There's bathrooms pretty close to the rooms you're respecting your deceased family members.
Well, if you're using a bathroom in a funeral home, you're not respecting anyone. You're disrespecting the shit out of everything.
Everybody's got to have a bathroom, though.
I know, I understand, but you don't want to shit inches away from somebody you're trying to say goodbye to.
Like, if you got to pee, though. Like, you don't want to shit or fuck your cousin feet away from where you're like a half hour from burying a family member.
I just don't know why they would just fucking... Oh, it's just gross. It's just gross, dude. You sit there and your grandma died. That is the mother of your uncle or aunt or whatever the fuck, and mom. And you decide that we're going to cross the streams here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to fuck. I've never once looked at a family member and be like, you're attractive. I just go, hey, you know what? You look the way you fucking look. Nobody has ever been someone I would fuck in my family. It's gross. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. And for you to be that close to your grandmother and feel the mood strike, it has to be drug-induced. It has to be meth. Or it is just that fucked up. Because these people look unsavory as shit. The one lady looks like she is just the backwoods cousin of goddamn Jabba the Hutt, while the other man looks like he was every single character that was addicted to Walter White's meth on fucking Breaking Bad. It was horrible. It doesn't look good for them whatsoever. And furthermore, that is a family reunion. I do not want to be a part of that ever. Not one time. Just fucking keep it together. It's a funeral. Show some fucking respect. You can respect your grandma by saying nice words. By going over there and be like, we're going to miss you, Graham. You know, love you. This sucks. You don't respect your grandma by shooting hot loads like Superman and your goddamn cousin in the bathroom where someone might have to hold their shit in because they don't want to shit at a funeral. 4 feet away from Gam. Okay? It's not going to happen. I got to stop saying Gam, but I don't care. It's gross, dude.
Stop it.
Oh, Jesus, fuck.
Look. Look. I'm a guy. I like a lady with a little extra something. But this lady
She doesn't just have extras, dude. She's got a surplus.
If I really, if you've ever met me and you look at my arm, the dude is literally as big as my arm.
We need to stop talking about the dude being that big and just keep harking on the fact that they're fucking cousins and they're fucking.
They are
it's
cousins,
not a pun intended.
But it kind of works.
It makes sense though.
Where they tell you skinny dudes love super big girls.
Yeah.
Because all we saw was her face.
Yeah, dude.
And
she looked like a fucking.
Me and you put together.
She looked like a bullfrog, from the throat down.
She did.
She looked like she was a pelican, just trying to hold in a couple fish to get back home.
And you're doing this at your grandma's funeral. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, if there was a Lord who gave a shit, Grandma would have rose from that goddamn coffin.
Oh, Grandma would have smacked the fuck out of you.
No, she probably would have joined, given the fact that your family is the way they are and you have a lot of meth.
And I knew that story was coming. That's why I've been making fun of Alabama pretty hard.
Well, we always make fun of Alabama.
God damn.
They've only done one good thing.
Oh, and this happened in Talladega. So if you like NASCAR, this happened where like your biggest race happens.
Here's what, dude. So what happens is he didn't even want to fuck her. Actually, this is the story now that it's Talladega. What happened was he had a hard dick and made a left turn, and she was all that was there. That was it.
Or
yeah, or he was actually drafting another cousin and passed them to fucking. He got enough fucking zero, and then he just put that pecker right in.
Or he got into the bathroom. He's like, "This is gonna be the real Talladega 350." And he was counting his pumps.
Yeah, 500, 500 laps, all of them.
This is so bad.
He even took a break to change rubbers.
There's so many bad parts of this story.
I've never once looked at a family member and been like, "Oh, let's fuck."
I told you I had one that be
that's just
chucking
weird.
shit at a judge.
No, I want him to be at the funeral too, though. He's like, "Why are you yelling at me for chucking shit while they're fucking in the other room?"
I want him chucking shit at them while they're doing it.
Oh Jesus!
And telling like the dude, "Get out of your cousin."
Yeah. Why would you throw shit at us? Because you're fucking your cousin and it's a shitty situation.
And you know, way back when they would like marry cousins,
it's like second cousin.
It was your second cousin, tops.
That's max.
Like, you didn't just go bang your first cousin willy nilly.
Which
like,
also
you would. It was at least your second cousin or further distance.
Which also fucks me up a little bit, though, because it still let us lean towards the credence of people fucking their cousins. We made laws about it. Be like, all right, dude, the first one is too close. Can't have that.
Don't fuck your sister.
Don't fuck your sister. Don't fuck, the first cousin. Like Uncle John's first daughter, fucked. Now, if you want to go ahead for Cousin Charlie's daughter, that's cool. Twice removed. Doesn't even matter.
Twice removed.
Sit there, and our kid's going to have all his digits.
I'll have a chaw and a fucking Bush Light with you.
Yeah, I feel like he's just fucking her and he's making her munch on Charleston chews.
don't ruin Charleston chews for me.
Just I think that's the noise she makes when she's getting pumped. Sounds like you just.
She looks like it.
Just sounds like a koala trying to mate. It's disgusting.
Homeboy's back there screaming "Free Willy."
Yeah, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not my Make-A-Wish. I'll tell you that right there. If I was addicted to meth, I could think of better things. I knew someone on meth. She was reasonable. This is unreasonable.
She was reasonable.
This is unreasonable. She didn't fuck any of her cousins, as far as I know.
Good for her.
Jesus Christ. Alabama, get it together.
Get it the fucking together. What's wrong with you?
Oh, jeez. Alright, man, you ready for some fun facts?
Let's do this.
Alright, this one just confused me because I didn't know that this creature was that. The bat is the only mammal that can fly.
I knew that.
I didn't know bats were mammals.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot, so it's not even a fun fact. That's just me being stupid. That's what happens when you don't graduate, people. You don't graduate, you don't watch enough Crocodile Hunter. You're not going to figure out the bats are mammals. Alright,
did he ever try to put his thumb in a bat's ass?
I don't think he tried to put his thumb in anybody's ass, dude.
I go off that from South Park.
Oh, I don't watch South Park.
Must like to suck.
Hey, all I know is I fucking hate stingrays. That's what I know for sure. Fucking cunty animals. Alright, you ready for this next one? During Prohibition in the United States, the U.S. government literally poisoned alcohol. When people continued to consume alcohol despite its banning, law officials got frustrated and decided to turn to a different kind of death. They ordered the poisoning of industrial alcohols manufactured in the U.S., which were products regularly stolen by bootleggers. By the end of Prohibition in 1933, the federal poisoning program is estimated to have killed at least 10,000 people. I say that because we drink every time we do this shit.
Okay. Weird thing. I knew this.
God damn it, dude. These aren't fun facts. This is just you not talking enough. Fuck.
I watched Boardwalk Empire.
I don't watch that movie.
It's a show.
Well, fuck Steve Buscemi.
It's the Irish Sopranos.
Oh, sorry, I hate potatoes. Right. I'm not going to watch anything with Irish people in it.
Fuck you and your potatoes.
I fucking hate them, dude. Fuck the Celtics.
But they,
Boston.
Fuck no, it was Atlantic City, actually.
I don't give a fuck where it was. Jersey.
So anyway, they did reference that in the show. Like, people would drop dead after drinking certain things.
Like Buscemi's right eye.
He was so good as Nucky, though.
I'm sure it was a great show, but no.
Everything I read about Enoch Thompson, he was so good at it. Every
time I see Steve Buscemi, I only see him as the dude
from Mr. Deeds?
Fucking Billy Madison. Just sitting there. Oh, well, I'm glad you called. Thanks for reaching out, bud. And then puts on the lipstick and crosses his goddamn name off, and then plays with his fucking nipples. And then all of a sudden, he does that stupid academic decathlon. He's like, I'm glad I called that guy. He just waves to him all silly willy nilly. Yeah. That's all I can think about when I think Buscemi. I don't think Boardwalk Empire. I think Slightly Downsy. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Before I saw Boardwalk Empire, he was always the dude from Mr. Deeds. Like, I know I've seen him in a bunch of other movies, but he was always the dude from Mr. Deeds where one eye's in one corner.
Crazy Eyes, yeah.
Left eye's in the other corner, and he's just eating Oreos on his pizza for some fucking reason.
Yeah. Alright, well, I got another one for you. Before... I don't know if we talked about this one. I feel like we have talked about it in person, but I don't know if we talked about it on the show, so I'm going to say it anyway. Before the 16th president took office, Abraham Lincoln was declared a wrestling champion. The 6'4" president had only one loss among his around 300 contests. He earned a reputation for this in New Salem, Illinois, as an elite fighter. Eventually, he earned the county's wrestling championship. You knew that as well?
We talked about this.
On here?
We did not talk about it on the show.
Oh, thank God.
I have brought it up before because I was like, hey... You know, Abe Lincoln was a pro wrestler, and you told me to go fuck myself.
Well, no, because you called it pro wrestling. It's not
because that's professional.
No, it's not. There's no such thing as professional wrestling. Yeah, no, it's not professional. Yeah, it's the one thing that a lot of people get misconstrued is pro wrestling is WWE. Wrestling is you can't wrestle as a professional. You don't make any money from it. He won a championship for a county.
Right,
it's a county seat. It's like like if your high school football team won something. Don't you dare compare the man who abolished slavery to fucking Triple H again in my presence. Goddamn respect, dude. I will John Wilkes Booth you now. We're not on an opera or a show. Do you know he would have survived if they didn't try to take the bullet out of his head?
Yeah.
Yeah, he died of infection, not of a gunshot wound.
Yeah.
Because Wilkes Booth was such a shit soldier, couldn't even hit a guy at point blank.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we fucking wrecked Gettysburg.
Okay. Believe this or not.
No, Ripley's.
Somewhere in my bloodline, I'm connected to Lincoln. I became very fascinated by him from that fact. And I've tried to learn a lot. When I think it was 8th grade, we went to D.C. on a field trip. I saw Ford's Theater. And I saw where he died. And I didn't know that he died from infection because Booth was a terrible shot.
Yeah. He didn't even get the brain.
Nobody even attempted. Like, they made sure we knew nobody attempted to even take the bullet out of his head and, like, clean it up.
Yeah.
They just let him go.
They were like, you're still alive, you're going to be okay.
And even in 1860s medical knowledge, they knew they should have took the bullet out and cleaned it up.
Because it made of lead.
Yeah.
It's going to fuck your entire life
He could have lived. He could have lived. But...
It's like we stopped eating paint chips for a reason. They're delicious, taste like bananas.
Like I said, I don't know, other than if I did like 23andMe, how to prove I'm connected to Lincoln.
You're as connected to Lincoln as I am to Native Americans.
My great-grandpa keeps telling me that somewhere along the lines, I'm connected to Lincoln.
Lincoln fucked someone you are related to.
Yeah.
Good for you, Lynx. Shouts out, Penny Man.
And if we're not related by any way, I don't care. I still learned a lot about you. You did some good things.
He did, and America was mad at him. They're still mad at him. That's how racist America is. They're like, the guy who changed the landscape of the fucking country gets a penny.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we put Washington on a quarter. But then they backtracked, like, sorry, we're gonna fix it. Washington's a piece of shit. He gets a dollar bill. Okay, inflation is inflation, and we're gonna give Lincoln a 5.
And then
they would have made it 3, but they didn't want to put a mule on there as well.
But if you fast forward, like, but if you fast forward like 140 years, what Lincoln did
had nothing to do with slavery.
Not even that.
It wasn't about like the racist. It was to destroy the South. It was to destroy the South.
He freed the slaves, and then I become a fan of NWA and Wu-Tang Clan. That's where mine and Lincoln's big connection comes from. Because to me, I don't get the rap I like if he doesn't do what he does when he does it.
I mean, I assume so. Or Reagan just making everything poverty-stricken. But we can go politics all day, bruh.
I forgot about Reagan.
Yeah, exactly.
But
all right, so
for the record, I love NWA and I love Wu-Tang.
Mm-hmm. Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. I'll tell you that right now.
Never. Don't fuck with Wu-Tang, son.
Yeah. So, with that, you got any recs, bro? That's the last of the fun facts. So let's go to recommendations. Okay. You got anything good?
So, I watched a lot of this yesterday.
Okay.
And it got better.
Okay.
You ever watch Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer?
Is that on Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer? Is that white, the dude in the white? Is it Interview?
There's...
With a dude who's old as fuck? And
there's psychologists, and there's a narrator.
I don't think I've seen this.
The one chick's really pretty.
Okay, well, let's talk about that later.
She's really pretty, but she's a psychologist. And season 1, they did Anthony Sowell.
So,
the dude from Cleveland that killed
13 women, right? He strangled them and buried them upstairs, and then he would just try to mask the smell.
Yeah, he just lived around it.
Yeah, he just left them all upstairs. And then
he thought
the sausage plant next to him would...
he thought the sausage store would cover the smell.
And it didn't, because they actually eventually had their whole place shut down and renovated, and it still stunk like dead.
They covered him in an episode.
Okay.
They're like 30, 40-minute episodes.
Yeah, Sowell. Anthony Sowell.
Yeah. And then...
interesting.
In season 2, it gets better.
Okay.
Because they have the good-looking chick, and she's a psychologist, and she...
Shouts out good-looking smart girls.
Yeah. I can't remember
not a lot of you out
right
there.
Now.
It's okay.
But anyway, most of the second season is 2 people tell the story, and she sits there with like a police clear whiteboard with dry erase markers, and she's like connecting the dots.
Is there a dude with her too? Like they sit in a chair side by side?
No.
Fuck, dude.
No, this is a decent show.
Okay.
They give you
thought I had it. I lost again.
They give you enough of the story that you might look it up yourself and get more than what they give you.
Fair.
But it's a good true crime show that I found on Netflix. I enjoyed a lot. Especially season 2 gets better because a dude tells a story, there's another psychiatrist, and then there's her. Mm-hmm. And she sits there with a dry erase board and she connects all the dots to tell you why that person's fucked up the way they are.
Okay.
And it's pretty good.
So,
it's solid. It's not great, but it's solid.
Oh, well, we talked about RDJ today. Well, shouts out to that, by the way. That was Interview with the Serial Killer or Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer?
Inside the Mind of a Serial Killer.
Yeah, so I'll have to definitely check that out. But staying with, we talked about RDJ today. We also talked about serial killers. Zodiac.
Oh, so good.
Starring Mark Ruffalo and Jake Gyllenhaal and RDJ, all now part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They do the movie about the Zodiac and how they're trying to fucking figure it out. It's about the journalists who help crack the code with the police officers to get them a leg up. It's literally a loosely based translation of one of the books written by the guy, by the original journalist who had really got interested in this. He used to draw comics for the San Francisco Times, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. I can't recommend it enough.
If I remember right,
RDJ's so good.
The guy who plays Drew Carey's brother on the Drew Carey show.
Yeah, the guy who plays
the Zodiac.
The guy who plays the clown in American Horror Story.
Yeah, he plays the Zodiac.
But he doesn't.
I mean,
Zodiac's an unsolved thing.
the guy who's most likely...
He plays Arthur Lee Allen, who is, in the book, The Zodiac, is who the guy thinks is prime suspect, but DNA didn't match. Anyway, it's not a spoiler because you just watch the movie. It's great. Everything unravels.
It really is such a great movie.
Yeah, it's a really good flick. It keeps you right there. Like, just when you think it's gonna die down, they give you a little something. They give you those nuggets. Yeah. They drop them throughout the whole movie. Mark Ruffalo's so good. Fucking RDJ is fantastic. Jake Gyllenhaal is fantastic. Like, I cannot recommend it enough. To me, it's like a 9 out of 10 of a movie. It's so good. It's 2 hours and 4 minutes, I think, or something like that. Yeah. And I believe it is on Netflix, or it definitely went to Hulu.
I've seen it on Netflix.
I think it's on all of them. It's like one of those free licensed ones or whatever. Where you have to pay a small residual to have it on your streaming thing. Because I think it's on Hulu, Amazon, and fucking Netflix. So that's my recommendation to keep in line with our great MCU talk, and just to see. I love seeing the dudes from those like combined things doing projects together in other worlds. Like, it's really cool.
But I don't even think. Well, yeah, they was Ruffalo in the MCU when they made that.
No. I don't think maybe this is pre Iron Man. This is 2007.
I think it was between Iron Man 1 and 2.
2009 is when Iron Man came out.
Yeah.
2007.
No, 2008 Iron Man.
2007 is when Zodiac came out.
Okay. All right, I'm wrong on my timeline.
Yeah,
I'm man enough to admit.
Either way, fucking fantastic flick.
Because RDJ's he's been a good actor for a long time. He just had that bug, or that drug bust.
Yeah, and then he fell asleep in his neighbor's house on their son's bed, and then he's like, "I'm allergic to drugs and alcohol."
That's why he wasn't an actor for a hot minute.
He's got the best dad joke of all time. I'm allergic to drugs and alcohol because every time I use them, I break out in handcuffs. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, please review, share, rate, subscribe, tell your friends, download it. I don't give a fuck how you do this. Just set it out. We want to just be there for everybody. We don't have your friends, so let's all be friends. Send it out.
Soon, we're dropping a fun thing.
Big one.
A big fun thing we can't talk about at the moment.
Yeah. Just keep you on the tip of your seats. I'm just gonna say it falls in line with everything we love. So with that, I've been Fat Doug.
And I've been Lunchbox Dave.
And this is Nasty Asylum.
Later.